All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Q&A live stream number 54. It is approximately 9:16. Sorry. It is approximately 9:16 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. And today is Thursday, June 18th of 2020. So we have a couple of things to go over today. First of all, as you guys have previously seen, Nordstrom Freehold recently just updated their store line, and I guess they had someone who went on and said this location is permanently closed. The one thing I will say, oh, my closet door is not shut. There. My apologies, guys. So yeah, it's a real shame that that person wasn't there and stuff. Has anybody? Oh, okay. Just making sure. But yeah, guys. So this is Q&A live stream number 54. So yeah. So I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to go ahead and join. And like I said, once we get a couple more people in here, we will get started with our discussions for tonight and all the other things that have been announced today. At least here in New Jersey. So just waiting for a couple more people to join. Yeah, I wanted to do another Q&A live stream, but what's it called? I wanted to do one because I didn't do one yesterday, so I just did a Q&A live stream today. So yeah, the coronavirus graphs were not updated. So yeah. My apologies if this gets delayed a couple of seconds. It's just this gets in not so quickly. Okay, yeah. Yes, I do remember your series Kmart and Blockbuster was great. Hi, Elevators of Steel City by Otis Elevator Fan. How are you? Hello, Ultra Eric. How are you? So yeah, today they made an announcement in New Jersey that all New Jersey enclosed malls would remain open. However, there are going to be some restrictions when it comes to the malls. So number one, customers in the mall will be required to wear face masks, and I think everybody expected that. That's literally a no-brainer right there. There will be limits on people in each stores. Mall-based restaurants are only going to be able to do takeout unless they have outdoor dining. There will be entrance and exit points, and finally, movie theaters, arcades, and food courts will remain closed. So, food courts in malls will be closed. I mean, you could walk through it. There won't be any food service there. Movie theaters will remain closed, and finally, arcades at malls will also remain closed. So really, the only attraction in the mall is going to be the stores, pretty much. Which honestly, I'm happy that the governor is finally doing it. I think it's about time to get these people back to work, and I think it's finally time to get these people back in. So that's some really great news, and all that is beginning on Monday, June 29th, 2020. So pretty much the weekend right before 4th of July. So very good news on that. Hopefully we should expect to have the same thing in New York. Probably sooner than later. I feel like malls are probably going to be moved from phase 4 to phase 2, but obviously with some restrictions, pretty much like what New Jersey does. So, oh, okay, that makes sense. Um, so that's because their peak got pushed back. What that means is because they didn't, now they're experiencing higher cases. You got to remember too, coronavirus also migrated south. That's why it took for south. So it's not a second peak. It's just the virus migrated. So now it's affecting all those southern areas, including California. Pretty soon, I would say. Oh, That's funny. No, I didn't change my schedules. I just figured I'd do another live stream today because I wrote a whole essay and I just finally needed a break. Yeah, I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow. I just don't know when. The governor said in today's briefing that the virus came from Europe, not China. No, that's actually inaccurate. He's also not my favorite man in the world, which I don't want to say. So to reword that, the virus ultimately came from China, but the virus went from China to Europe to the east coast of the United States. So it's not just coming from Europe. It came from China. It went from China to Italy, then it spread around Europe, and then it came to the United States. So listen, he's not my favorite governor, but I'm not going to talk politics here. That's all I'm going to say. Pennsylvania getting back to work, I would expect that to probably be pretty soon, end of June, early July. I don't really know. I just know the states that are literally like reaching their highest peak are like California, Arizona, Texas, Florida's getting hit really hard. So some states are, but I think it's because they got their opening a little bit earlier. So yeah, I don't think it was necessarily the George Floyd protest that kept it going. It's just the virus migrated. So, but I think the George Floyd protests do play a big factor in that too. That I don't know. Tate Reeves. Yeah, I know that. I know that he's the governor of Mississippi. Oh, interesting. Because they probably didn't get his hard with the virus. Depends if Lord and Taylor can stay afloat. And I mean, that mall is going to have to attract a key anchors tenant to make the mall destination. Because Nordstrom's at this point is done. I mean, everybody saw the phone call last night. So, you know, they're going to have to attract some kind of upscale tenant to put Freehold Raceway Mall on the map. And they're going to have to do it as soon as possible. But I know it's going to be hard. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Yeah, people wearing face masks, definitely. I mean, I'm definitely wearing my face mask whenever I do go again out and stuff. So I'm not taking the risk. But yeah, the part about malls is very exciting. June 29th, that's when they're going to reopen up malls. Newport, Rhode Island. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Sweet, man. Enjoy. Definitely enjoy. Just be careful and practice social distancing. Really? Oh yeah, that's right. Really, it was 3 years ago today? I did not know that. Yeah, that whole thing about James Brock is pretty sad. No, Lord and Taylor has not started their liquidation sales yet. I haven't really heard anything. Lee Totet has been very quiet about it. No, I've not been to Newport, Rhode Island, although I know somebody I think who lives there. Hello, Alex, elevator fan. How are you? Yeah, probably, but who knows what's going to even go in there at this point? Sensor 24. Yeah, anybody please refrain from talking about George Floyd. I personally don't want to talk about it, and it's such old news at this point. I mean, they had a whole bunch of retail tenants lined up, and then COVID hit, and then that was the end of a lot of retail at American Dream. So it's a shame. It's a real shame that a global epidemic had to kill what would have been a big New Jersey cash cow destination. So the next thing, May 21st. Oh, June 21st. Did I do one for 2 years later? Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I will. Hmm. I guess I did. Yeah, I guess I will do one. Ooh, nice. I had a burger for dinner. It was pretty nice. No, Neiman Marcus was never an American dream. Um, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's sugar and whatever stores are there can open in phase two, but I think everything else has to open. Monmouth Mall? No. It is one of the places I do want to get to. I want to get there and Ocean County. One of the two malls I'd like to visit, and also Cherry Hill too, but it's places on my bucket list that I want to visit. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's also unfortunate that the inventory got shipped off to Smith Haven. It's a real shame, but like I said, the greedy landlord was interested in a BJ's Wholesale Club. So the landlord got what he wanted, and he wanted to close the store. He didn't give a damn about the Macy's store. He cared more about knocking down the historical building and building a brand new big BJ's Wholesale Club, as if we don't have enough of those already. And there's no need to put a BJ's Wholesale Club out there either. Yes, I get it; it's a major busy intersection, but the parking lot isn't even that big to handle all the customers who would park there and go into the BJ's Wholesale Club. So no, I personally don't support that at all. I think that was a huge mistake. Probably phase four, phase three or four. A lot of people nowadays, unfortunately, like to shop on Amazon. Personally, I can't blame them because that's where everybody was shopping during the global epidemic. But I don't know what's going to happen now. Oh no, they're knocking down the whole Macy's store. The whole thing is getting knocked down. And that former garden center, that's going away too. The whole building is getting completely leveled. They're putting in a brand new BJ's Wholesale Club. The whole building is coming down. I don't know about Macy's in Hicksville yet. What's going to happen with that? Yeah, Monmouth Mall, like I said, is one of those places I do want to visit. I originally was going to go a couple years ago, but I had to take care of SAT stuff, so I didn't really have a lot of time to get down there, unfortunately. But there's not much I can really do. So, anyways, yes, it is going down in Ohio, but I'm not going to show not updated statistical data at the moment right now. There was just a couple more closings today posted on Sears layoffs. Um, so yeah, there was a couple more closings. None in New Jersey, I don't think, but a couple across California, Maryland. Nothing yet around here, but I'll let you know. That would be very devastating if Neiman Marcus decided to close the White Plains Mall, because that's a significant key core anchor for that mall, at least. Hi, Nate Doggy behind the camera. How are you? What is going to be a new department store? No, I don't know what that's going to be yet. They haven't made any announcement about it. Plus, they're still doing curbside pickup on the second level of that store at this point, but they're not taking any more orders. It's literally just any exchanges and returns. You can return it to that store or curbside pickup and pick up what you need at that store, but they're no longer taking any orders. No, I don't have any air fryers, but that's pretty cool that you buy them as a gift. Yep, unfortunately, Nordstrom's is permanently closed. Very sad too. 27 years, 1992 to 2020. A great 27-year run. Which locations are next for Sears? So there's a couple in California, I believe. Kmart is closing in Walnutport, Pennsylvania. I believe it is the last Kmart in the Lehigh Valley area, which is a real shame. There hasn't been any major closures posted yet, but I'll double check right now and see if they changed it, if they added any more. Typically, what I go is I go on jobs.sears.com and I type in the keyword closing. And right now, the first thing that does come up is Kmart in Walnutport, Pennsylvania. So, and the layoffs, they haven't really posted any. They haven't really posted anything about any other stores. So, but I will keep you guys updated. Really, I didn't get the power cut today. Actually, I'm not going to believe that because they've opened up several stores and they haven't ran liquidation sales. I don't know personally what they're doing, unless they're going to ultimately go into liquidation sales or they're just going to slowly. I don't know what their plan is, at least. Yeah, I would, because I've never been inside that Neiman Marcus store. I would consider Roosevelt Field then. Is California going back to school in the fall? Um, Kids, yes. Colleges, no. And I could see why, because California is going to experience their peak much later in the year. So it doesn't make sense to send the college kids back. That really sucks for any incoming freshmen. I feel bad for any incoming freshmen who, A, are going to live on campus. They're now going to be online, which stinks. And I feel bad for anybody living here on the East Coast. Their dream was to go out to the West Coast and do college, and now they're going to be forced to stay here for a whole another year. Hi, Carlos. Hates COVID-19. How are you? Um, I don't think so. I think right now they're just limiting their hours, and I think because they want to ease the employees to getting back to work and being comfortable with the store environment. So I don't know yet what their ultimate plan for liquidation is going to be, but they're slowly starting to open up the stores again, I think. Any COVID health updates? No. Hi, Michael. How are you? Oh, another thing I wanted to bring up since Michael Feldman is here. So yeah, 24 Hour Fitness has closed some locations, significant ones. The Wayne one at the Wayne Town Center that had a ThyssenKrupp, which I almost got thrown out of. So I'm kind of happy that that one closed. So now I can go in there without getting in trouble if there's a clothing store that goes in there. What was another one that was a loss? That one, and then there was one I think it was in Hasbrook Heights. Um, yeah, I've been in that one a couple of times. So you know what? For years they were having issues with the towels, and then the basketball court would always flood. So personally, I'm not surprised, but I would expect the signs to be starting to come down pretty soon. 24 also closed a couple locations in New York, so I never really liked the brand. So I'm kind of glad that they're gone. But yeah, I mean, right now the only one left in my area, at least, is up in Paramus. It's near the Outlets at Bergen Town Center, so that's the only one left because they closed the one and Wayne and Hasbrook Heights, which were pretty close to me. What mall should I go to? Depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to ride elevators in just department stores, then I would say Woodbridge. But if you're looking for a full mall, I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. August, not even a year. Wow. Yeah, I never personally liked 24, and they were very cheap too. The lockers were broken, the showers were broken, towels would always get stolen. So that's a shame. Hey Scott, how are you, man? Yeah, I think they want to get all their stores back online, and then I think they're going to do some corporate decision. So I don't know yet. Did you know that Boris Johnson also visited the Costco in Teterboro? Wow, I did not know that. And that Costco is so close. I think it's literally like probably less than 15 minutes away. Wow. Boris Johnson has been down there. That's actually amazing. Planet Fitness is a lot better than 24. I don't really go to gyms, but there's this one gym. It's called Hackensack UMC Fitness and Wellness. It beats the crap out of any 24-hour fitness. That's all I'm going to say. It's one of the largest gyms out there. What about Barnes and Noble Clifton Commons? No, that store is not closing anytime soon. Yeah, but that wasn't a two-floor location. There's only a couple two-floor location Barnes and Nobles. Well, we lost Hackensack, although that was really nothing special. Um, Paramus 3, Clifton, Menlo Park, and then there's another one near Rutgers campus. That's 2 levels. New York, there's a couple, I think. There's a Barnes and Noble Roosevelt Field. That's 2 floors. Smith Haven Mall, which I'm not even going out to now. And I just heard too that the Macy's elevator at Smith Haven is not getting fixed rather until the end of the month. So I'm not going to there. So yeah. Oh, nice. Into Woodbridge. I've been to Woodbridge. I love Menlo Park Mall too. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame, but corporate greed. Big mistake. We merge a East Coast company with a West Coast company. It's a shame. No, it's called Clifton Commons. Yeah, I've been to the Rainforest Cafe. I've been to the both Rainforest Cafes in New Jersey, Menlo Park in Edison and Atlantic City. I've been to both. Probably. That would sound about right. About I sound like I'm Canadian now. That would sound about right. No, they just had an issue with me filming, that's all. Yep, gotta love Lee Totet. They don't care about their employees, they care about the profits. I love companies who love to put profits over people. They love the profits. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting how they treat their employees. Really. I don't think Von Mauer would look into expanding unless they really want to get into the New York City metropolitan area market, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's a Brookfield property. The elevator used to be a low pitched Schindler, and then the chimes I think got upgraded in the mid 2000s to high pitched from low pitched. Taubman is centers fight back aims to close deal. Wow, Taubman actually wants to be bought by Simon. I don't really care for the Wall Street Journal, um, but wow, I can't believe they still want to be bought by Simon. I mean, they reject the merger. There's only so much effort they can put in. Let's see. Do you think Evil Eddie would shop at the mall at Short Hills from with the money he sold Sears? No, because Eddie Lampert lives out on Long Island, so I think he would shop at Roosevelt Field, not the mall at Short Hills. Well, that would be smart. No, I just kind of, I'm kind of, what's it called? Um, I just kind of be low key about it and make sure I don't want to give myself attention. I have to be discreet when I film elevators. It's just better to be discreet. You don't want to make yourself look obvious because then they'll start asking you questions like, "What are you doing here? Why are you filming our elevator?" I don't need that kind of talk. I'm sorry. I don't need that. Really interesting. Okay, see you tomorrow. Carlos hates COVID-19. Minor car accident. Nice. Let me see. Yeah, me too. Me too. I hope Tallman gets to, although Tallman is fighting back. I don't think it's really worth it for Tubman to go into an acquisition with Simon. I think it would be the worst idea. And the good news is, at least in New Jersey, at least Simon can focus on Livingston and try and bring Livingston back to life. Because we all know if Simon took over the mall at Short Hills, that would be the end of Livingston. So, but the good news is because of the COVID epidemic, Livingston, I guess, lives to another day. Yes, it might be losing Lord and Taylor and Macy's, but I think it could survive. Hopefully, Lord and Taylor won't close their stores after all. Maybe they'll still get shipments in. Maybe a secret buyer came in or something. Who knows? Oh, really? Damn, that sucks, man. It's funny. I haven't been in a car accident yet. You know, obviously, knock on wood. But, but yeah. No, they're not going to go bankrupt. Good. I'm glad that the Tallman and Simon merger isn't happening. Honestly, that would have been a disaster. I think. I'm glad that Simon rejected it. You know, but now Tallman's going to fight back. Honestly, Tallman is fine the way it is. They don't need to merge. Honestly, Tallman is doing fine with the mall at Short Hills. Although I will say, if Tallman doesn't get what they want with Simon, then they might look into another retail company. They might look into Brookfield. I think if Tallman is that desperate to merge, they should take a look at other property groups like Brookfield. Brookfield wouldn't be a bad fit for Tallman, honestly. I think it's two really good mall companies combining together. And Westfield too. That would be a great fit because then Westfield would also gain control of the two most profitable malls in New Jersey. Imagine they would rechange the Mall at Short Hills brand to Westfield Short Hills. I could imagine that, and then they just put all their Westfield logos. But I don't know if Westfield would be interested in that. Although it would give Westfield a way to expand their portfolio of properties, and especially upscale ones. So the question is, which way they're going to go about it. Could Brookfield? I mean, I think Brookfield has enough properties in New Jersey. They have Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, and they have Bridgewater Commons in Bridgewater, New Jersey, except although they don't own it, but whatever. So I think they have the options between Brookfield. I think it's going to be between Brookfield, What's the other one? Brookfield. Yeah, Brookfield. Excuse me. You got Brookfield, you got Westfield, and you have, well, Simon's not an option, but yeah. I got the AirPods Pro, and noise canceling, beautiful. That's all I have to say. No, I think that would be a huge mistake for Macy's to buy Lord and Taylor. No point in doing that. I don't know about Boscov's coming to Freehold. Hi, I love elevators. How are you? So, I'm sorry, guys. Hi, John C. How are you? Probably not. Really? Wow, there's actually a similar Schindler MT with the same exact cab. Where is this? Barnes& and Noble, Fairlawn, Ohio. Wow, I actually need to see this. Is this a two-level one or is this a one-level store? Oh no, this is a two-level store. Oh, maybe it's a store with one of those like basements and stuff. Maybe that's what it is. It does have the same design language as Clifton. Like the same design language. The only difference is the position of the escalators. It only works on the pros. It doesn't work on the regular ones. I don't know. I think it's supposed to close at some point in July. It would be, I agree. But the question is Boscov's looking into expanding in Monmouth County? I don't know, unfortunately. I don't really have an opinion on American Dream Miami. I don't really know the Miami area very well, but I think it would be an interesting mall. So, anyways, but yeah, so now in regards to mall trips, excuse me, we might be having a surprise mall trip this weekend. Not going to say which mall it is, but it's going to be a one-floor mall in New York with that has anchor stores that do have elevators. I'm not going to say any more, but that's all I'm going to say for now. This weekend, I will be content will be resuming on Monday, June 22nd, 2020. That is when new content will resume. And I'm very happy to make this announcement right to you guys. Right on the live stream, again, Monday, June 22nd, 2020. That is when content will resume on my channel. Yeah, it's not. It's all the inventory got shipped off to the Smith Haven Mall store, which their elevator is not going to be working for the end of the month. So no, Smith Haven is completely canceled. I'm not going out to Smith Haven, but I am going out to a different mall on Long Island. I just don't know which one yet. I'm not going to say which one it is, but it is going to be a mall on Long Island that is one level and only has anchor stores that have elevators. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, but in New Jersey. No, it's not too early. The malls have been closed since March, and I'm not even going into a mall. It's going into the anchor stores of the mall. It's I mean, it's almost the end of June. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting anymore. I've waited patiently enough through March and April and May. Oh, that a Vector? That yeah, that does sound like a huge loss. I don't know. It would be a real shame if 555 were to sell American Dream because then another developer would have to pick it up. And the question is, what developer would be willing to pick up American Dream? That would really suck because they have poured so much money into that shopping center. I don't think so. I believe there's a Target nearby in Freehold. I just don't know where. Oh, you know what? There's a Walmart. I don't think Target would be interested in going into Freehold Raceway. Yeah. Yeah, you do have Freehold and Walmart. You do have, yeah, and there's a Target up the street. I don't know. I needed to use the bathroom, and that's why I filmed it. No, they're putting a BJ's Wholesale Club. The last mall I went to was Brunswick Square on March 10th. But yeah, like I said, I'm wearing a mask, I'm wearing glasses, and I'm bringing hand sanitizer. Can't be any more safer than that. And even I might even take a fourth precaution and bring Clorox hand wipes. Really be safe. Plus, the good news is I don't have to exit Penn Station. All I have to do is keep the mask on, get to the ticket machine, take another wipe, and wipe it down. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting trip, but I think at some point I just I got to go with it, and then I'll take a shower when I get back and all that kind of stuff. No, 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 no. Definitely not a six-story Boscov's. Boscov's, I think, needs to come to Long Island, but they need to pick the proper mall to go into. Broadway Commons is not one of those malls they should go into. What they should do is they should go into the Westfield Sunrise Mall because they'd have a vacant J.C. Penney, and that would be the perfect space for Boscov's to take. And all they would have to do with the former J.C. Penney store is renovate the store. So there's already an empty anchor store at a mall out on Long Island. I don't think they're going to put one there. Wow. Wells Fargo. Oh, wow, 49%. Yeah, 555 took a big gamble, that's for sure. Yep, I made a phone call to the store yesterday, and there was someone who confirmed that the store is permanently closing. They're no longer taking any curbside pickup orders, and if they need to return anything, it's on the second level. And they said thank you for 27 years. So, yep, that was it. Yes, indeed. Macy's literally closed right before the pandemic hit, and they sold everything off. But yeah, Broadway Commons now has nothing special. IKEA is nothing special. The only good elevator in that mall is the mall elevator now. I'm very sad about Macy's Broadway. I mean, 1956 Arbor traction elevators. You don't find that. You can't find that in New Jersey, that's for sure. But I'm glad I went when I went. I have no regrets making that trip on the Long Island Railroad. So, and this trip will be interesting too. But I got to wait for one more store to open up, and then I should be good to go. Hopefully, I mean, it can open up in phase two, but I don't think the theme park can. Not yet, at least. And the water park, I don't even know when that's going to open. That's probably not going to open until the fall, or until at least there's a vaccine or a treatment or something. So, all right. I do too. Probably like the 60s or something. No, it's going to be one. Any BJ's Wholesale Club is one level. That's a no-brainer right there. JCPenney's not closing though. Boscov's, I don't think they're looking into putting in another store because it'll be too close to Monmouth. It'll be way too close to Monmouth. Bye, Alex Elevator Fan. How are you? I mean, bye, Alex Elevator Fan. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and probably end this stream pretty soon. I'm pretty tired, guys. I wrote about 15 paragraphs today. I'm pretty exhausted. And I actually have to do one more thing for this class. So I hate to end the live stream, but we'll have another nice long one on Friday. Today was just a little bit of a taste, but expect a 1 hour live stream coming tomorrow. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys. Oh, let's do something for Ultra Eric because I know he wanted to do the Kmarts. I'll do this quickly. So Kmart, Bergen County, 5 Kmarts. So in 2014, Kmart closed in Paramus in December of 2014. In early 2015, it was announced that Kmart in Closter, New Jersey would be closing. In 2016, it was announced that Kmart in Lodi, New Jersey would be closing. In 2017, it was announced that Sears would be swapped for Stu Leonard's, and Sears closed in 2018. And finally, in 2018, it was announced that Kmart in Elmwood Park would be closing. So meaning Westwood was the last one in Bergen County. Really? I did not know that. Interesting. No, I don't think so. All right. Anyways, guys, thank you again for watching Q&A live stream number 54, and we hope to see you for number 55 tomorrow night. Anyways, guys, thank you again for watching, and that will be it.